Everyone, we're joined today by Delaware head coach Natasha Adair. We have Nicole Inabosi and Abby Gonzalez. Coach, we'll start with an opening.
Yes. First, let me catch my breath, you know? Again, I couldn't be prouder of this group. But this win started a long time ago. The preparation that they've put in, the commitment that they've put in, their group that wants the ultimate goal. But you see it night in and night out with their work, with their selfless act for each other. And so just to see it all come together today, we've been challenging them to put it all together, really harping on defense. And I thought our defense was stellar today. Northeastern is a very good team, a very disciplined team. They can put up points in a minute. Their percentage from three, they're the best in the league. And so we knew we had our work cut out for us. But that's just the buy-in of this group. You challenge them, they accept it. And so I'm proud of the way we displayed UD basketball today. It's gritty, it's tough, it's relentless, it's unforgiving, and we want to keep that momentum going into tomorrow.
All right, we'll open it up to questions.
Hey, Abby, obviously those two games against Northeastern really kind of taught you guys a lesson. What were the lessons learned, especially defensively, and how did they carry over to today?
I think the biggest lesson was touching the ball. That's something that we've emphasized since
when they had the ball?
Yeah, on defense, touching the ball, closing out, discipline, because we knew that they, like Coach said, was the best three-point percentage team in the CAA, so I think that was a big emphasis for us. And then also just scoring the ball was a big thing for us. That against them we struggled with.
Well, what did you think was the key for you guys defensively today, and what did you learn from the first two games that really helped you today?
Well, same thing Abby said, touching the ball. They're a great three-point shooting team, so we got to make sure we close out. They also really, emphasize on our mistakes, so we got to make sure we limit our mistakes so they can't score or benefit from that. So those two things were really important tonight.
You guys received the boost from Lizzie O'Leary off the bench.
Yes.
On that rookie team, she had that really nice pump fake where she drove it away inside. And additionally, other players off the bench as well. And not everybody scored. You've got players involved.
Right.
What can that do for your team when you get some of those role players, some of those players off the bench? Not just contributing as in a defensive way, but scoring the ball as well.
Well, the one thing we talk about is just the depth of our team. There's not one particular person that we zero in. Obviously, we kind of know who our most touted players are. But to see Lizzie make that move is not a surprise to us or her teammates, because those are the moves that they make every day in practice. As a coach, it just makes me excited that they have that confidence on this stage to be able to do that. But that's a skill that she's worked on, and that I'm just glad she was able to put it on display today.
Abby, today you guys turned it around against a team that beat you 2 times. Tomorrow, you got another chance to do the same thing. What's the key tomorrow against Drexel?
Same thing.
Kind of same question. What did you learn from those 2 games that you hope to kind of carry over to tomorrow and do that?
Like I said again, they're a very good shooting team, like Northeastern is. I think touching the ball and disciplined closeouts. Communication is key for us on defense for all 40 minutes, and I think that's going to be a big thing we need to carry over to the game against Drexel.
Nicole able to get another double-double, just another day for you. But the defense by your teammates today, something that Coach talked about across the board, really shutting down an offense that put up good totals against you in the previous games. What was the strategy? What did you guys work on defensively heading into this game?
Like we said earlier, just touching the ball, communication, flying around on defense, playing Delaware defense. I think we did a really good job with getting in passing lanes and just having each other's back. If someone gets beat, your sister's right there behind you to have your back and round her up. So I think we played really good Delaware team defense tonight.
Coach, does your success today, kind of make it feel more possible that you can kind of pull it off tomorrow? I mean, obviously it's a huge challenge playing Drexel, especially here.
Well, they said today was going to be a huge challenge, and I just think that we thrive on those. I know that this team has enough. I tell them every day we have enough around this circle, but we are. We're on Drexel's home court, and they're the #1 team. We know that. But if we have razor-sharp focus, if we are very disciplined, it's going to be a defensive effort. And I'm very pleased to see how we defended today. There are a lot of similarities, but they are a little different in some areas. But we will go back after we enjoy this for a little bit. We'll watch some film, and we'll work on what we need to do to get the win tomorrow.
much before were you looking to play her or just in the game?
I mean, like they said before, revenge. Revenge on her, revenge on their team, and it feels good to be on top this time. And I think playing against her, she challenges each and every one of us on defense, but at the end of the day, we came out on top.
Coach, you held them to under 29% behind the arc. As a coach,
Yes.
How do you, what is your philosophy in working a team to improve that three-point defense against the best three-point shooting team in the conference? What's the most important thing for you guys to defend that arc, and how'd you do it?
Well, and I think you've heard them, and I can echo them because it's something we talk about every day, touching the ball. And it's specific. We're very detailed in our defensive strategy. We had a different way that we wanted to guard their on-balls today, and I think that kind of, it stifled them a little bit in some areas, but we have to arrive on the catch. We couldn't be late. We had to be on that same defensive string. But the biggest thing is challenging those shots. The two early games, they were just wide open in some instances, and we were late on our closeouts. So I thought we were very focused and locked in on arriving on the catch and making it hard for them to knock down those threes.
Is foul trouble something you worry about in those situations,
No.
Coach, or is it just a matter of making sure you do it in the timely?
Well, I think it's just the discipline. On that closeout, you have to be in a stance. Things that we work on, touching the ball, but making sure you're not fouling. They're not coming. You're getting there on time. That's the biggest thing. And then making them just take contested shots. That wide open shot for them is a layup. And so I think we really challenged more shots than we did in the two previous games, for sure.
Anything else from these ladies?
Mel,
Way back there in the summer when you were taking
yes.
the fact that you already had conference knowledge, was that a big help? Because obviously teaching someone, you didn't
Right.
really have to learn a lot, like say,
Right. Right.
You're still trying to figure it out.
Right. Well, I think there is conference knowledge, especially with some of the top teams. I know Denise personally, so I kind of know their system. I know Sean at James Madison, so I know their system, and, I played them at previous places. But what I didn't know was these young ladies. And when I first walked in that locker room and I sat with them, they talked about what they needed. And they said they wanted coaches that believed in them and that were going to challenge them and put them in a position to be successful. But the thing that stood out to me was they told me that they had that locker room, and I didn't have to worry about that they are a team, and they're committed to whatever it is we asked of them. And they have not let me down one day. And so I'm proud to sit beside them and to lead them, but they have made this all worthwhile.
All right. Thank you very much. I think this was wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.